Very good afternoon, everyone. So, my name is Manpreet. I'm a clinical and performance nutritionist. So, today I'm here to give you an idea about how Sandeep's, went through the journey of his own lifestyle change. So, yeah, Sandeep, from fatigue to fitness. So, this is the Sandeep story that he has revived his strength from fatigue to fitness. And that is the reason the title is given that way. So, when Sandeep had come to us, he had a lot of concerns. He looked a 27-year normal male, but he had a lot of concerns in terms of muscle cramps, blackout episodes, which we can't expect in a 27-year-old for a simple reason that the person looks young, but he had such kind of issues which were giving symptoms of something that is happening in the body, but still he himself could not guess it or understand that what is happening with him. He was working out, still he was facing a lot of dehydration issues, fatigue issues, lethargic issues, weakness. Of course, during workout, depending on intensity, the things were getting worse in form of left-sided abdominal pain after the meals and during the workouts as well. So, as I told you, he was not sure of why these symptoms are persisting again and again, even after he having a good workout regime and kind of trying to maintain his diet. So the goals that we had set for Sandeep was fat loss, body toning, his improved body shape, as you can see in the picture. He wanted to get rid of the symptoms and he wanted to gain his strength, energy from the workout that he is doing, and that is the reason we, try to understand what the symptoms, and of course we try to avoid that recurring symptoms. So, 30-year-old male, by profession, he is a banker. He was struggling with confidence due to, of course, the improper body shape. And, of course, he was fearing the workout, as I mentioned, because symptoms, sedentary lifestyle, because being a banker all time in a sitting job. Also, he had, the commute time or the travel time was too long for him, along with the sitting hours. The meal pattern was kind of irregular, trying to maintain meals, but it is kind of irregular. So what happens anytime a person or a client walks in, they kind of have that thing in mind that I have been following a good kind of routine, I have been following a good diet. But when they come to a nutritionist and when the nutritionist does the intervention of the day's meal that they are following, we get to understand that what are the issues or what are the weak points that they need to correct upon in order to improve on their daily lifestyle. So there was no much progress in his strength, in his energy, even after working out. And instead, he was facing negative symptoms like blackouts, which created a fear to do any kind of physical activity in him. Diet, considering diet, he was following a good diet as per him. But then when we intervened, it was like the diet was carb dominant with kind of, lot of intake of grains, fruits, that kind of intake was there. And of course, occasionally alcohol was also there. Smoking was one of the things, but he had already, quit it over a year ago. Activity levels were low to moderate, but again, he avoided the workouts. The interpretation that I, as a nutritionist, did was metabolic imbalance, which is impacting the liver, insulin resistance, leading to recurrent blackout episodes, fatigue, and cramps. And of course, the energy metabolism is needs correction. So the case conductors were me and Rathajit as a coach and me as a nutritionist. My primary objective was to not only just to achieve the fat loss goal or the body shape, but to address the metabolic imbalances, the symptoms, and of course, on the initial assessment, possible causes that I could guess was vitamin B12 and D3 deficiencies, which is very common in any of the Indians. Fatty liver and insulin resistance, which were suspected by, of course, later on it was suspected by blood report analysis, which again revealed pre-diabetes, acute pancreatitis, high liver enzyme, fatty liver progression was happening. There was dyslipidemia, uric acid levels were high, insulin and homocysteine levels were high, vitamin D3 and B12, as guessed, depending on symptoms, were of course low. There was also subclinical hypothyroidism that was seen. So, considering all of these metabolic issues, the nutritional plan was not just be focused on the fat loss or correction of body shape, but also on the symptom correction, depending on correction in the metabolic levels or the metabolic ranges. So the client was informed of these findings, and the realistic short-term goals were set with the client. That the goal is to improve overall body health and looking the client from a holistic perspective. Considering the BCA. This is the first BCA, so and the current BCA. So if you see the first BCA and the current BCA, the body fat percentages have dropped from 32.6% to 29.8%, which is a good success in form of not just BCA dropping, but also the metabolic improvement, also the improvement in workout intensity. The weight being first initial weight was 84.9 and currently the weight is 77.1, which is again a great improvement in terms of weight loss as well, along with improvement of the internal health of the body or internal health of the organs. So, considering nutrition part, so he had four major meals in a day, which were kind of carb and fat dominant. In between, the snacks were so heavy in the calorie that they used to cover the entire day's calorie and adding an additional load to it. Because a lot of travel issues, and during most of the people do experience hunger issues or craving issues during the snack time, that is mostly in the evening. He had a sedentary lifestyle, so that impacted again more in addition of the having the calories, which were of course unhealthy, and the calorie intake was also high. He had a history of gymming 2 years back, but again, as I mentioned, he left due to the fear. So physical activity had gone down due to those flare-ups. Stress kind of mild to moderate depending on the on the level of work that he had in his office, but still he was able to manage. He was not on any kind of medications. Alcohol was again occasionally once to twice a year, considering, and smoking was left 1 year ago. The blood reports suggested of lot of metabolic issues, considering diabetes, uric acid, high uric acid levels, the range of cholesterol, acute pancreatitis, then high levels of thyroid stimulating hormones or liver hormones, liver enzymes, so vitamin D3 and B12 deficiencies. So initial changes when the client started with the nutritional plan was, the initial goal was to restructure the client's diet and to tackle the root causes of the symptoms that he was facing, and of course work on the fat loss. So the focus was on stabilizing the blood sugar because he was facing blackouts. So he was going into hypoglycemia state, support the liver by giving rest to liver and pancreas, both of them, and correction of the nutritional deficiencies by adding supplements, and working on the energy and the hydration, and of course in the improvement of the workouts by the supporting of the nutrition. So meals were planned to stabilize the blood sugar, that is balanced meals where control of carbs was done, high proteins was included. He was an vegetarian, that way processed packet foods, the change in oil for the liver and the pancreas health, antioxidant food were included in order to improve the liver and the pancreas health. Hydration was improved, supplementation of D3, B12 was added for the electrolyte and the micronutrient correction. And he was asked to set a clock for his body in terms of regulating his meal time to particular time so that the body responds properly. As this is one of the important factors, then when the meal timings of any of the person is set in terms of consuming meals, the body responds much better in terms of improvement, in terms of seeing a fat loss. So, avoiding heavy meals that were triggering abdominal discomfort, that was triggering the abdominal discomfort, and emphasize on easy meals, which were easy as per his schedule, easy to cook because, sometimes they used to cook, sometimes they had help. So, easy to cook, easy to digest, and then it was also the nutrient dense. So, considering supplementation, in the second week, the supplementation was added, that is vitamin micronutrient supplements. Lifix was of course added. Lifix, considering that the body had a lot of inflammation, and that is the reason we saw derangement in a lot of reports. Also the liver enzymes were high, and fat, being fat on the higher side, fat percentages on the higher side, the inflammation from that end was also into a great extent. So omega 3 along with Lifix was added. Magnesium was added for a simple reason that the sleep quality was hampered. The hours used to be good enough, but the sleep quality was hampered. Along with the supplements, there were some functional foods that were added in order to work around the metabolic conditions, like for thyroid, for the correction of thyroid, coriander water was added and basil nuts were added. For correction of the gut issues, sabza seeds were added. The purpose of all of these functional foods and the supplementation was to correct the deficiencies and work around thyroid, liver, and digestion. Because in the initial phase, it is very important to work on digestion, as in the later phase, when you start actually adding certain kinds of supplements, the body or the gut should be good enough for the for digesting those supplements, taking on the nutrition that you are trying to inculcate, nutritional habits that trying to inculcate in the client. So it was important to work on the digestion in the initial level. And of course, thyroid being the controller of the energy metabolism, it is important to start working on the thyroid from the initial level along with the liver parameters. Then again in the third week, whey protein was added for him. The functional food added in the third week was garlic as a part of lot of inflammation in the body. So anti-inflammatory food in form of garlic cloves were added into the diet. To the only purpose was to complete the protein requirement as he was an vegetarian, and for the inflammation. Going ahead, there were further changes in the nutrition plan that that was done from my end. Was the nutrition was progressing very nicely. The client adjusted to the plan. The overall calorie intake was managed, but some little calorie deficit was expected in terms of nutritional plan as a reason, because the client also had a goal of fat loss. So a little calorie deficit with addition of lot of variety was done. So, in the second phase of the diet, definitely, in the improvement of metabolic phase of the diet, the calorie intake was kind of maintained. Meal options or variety was added. The carbohydrate intake was tried to control, especially in the dinner part or in the meals after 4 or 5 p.m. So that there is kind of a deficit that is created, and the protein and the fiber was increased gradually. Along with that, the meal sequencing was adjusted to improve the energy and metabolic efficiency, so that around the workout times as well, so that there is no blackout episodes or he does not go into a hypo state. The symptoms, the meals were designed considering the abdominal discomfort, because the client still had some abdominal discomfort after having meals. Fatigue was still there, and there was still spikes in the blood sugar, along with sometimes going into hypoglycemia. The supplementation then was added in the sixth week. That was the zinc supplementation to support the immunity, because there was secondary infection and fever kind of symptoms that the client was facing very frequently. The functional food therein added was cinnamon and probiotics in order, of course, for the abdominal health, to work on the glucose spike that was happening around in the later evening, and of course for the gut health. So fermented food actually helped in improvement of the pancreatitis as well, or in improvement of the pancreas health, I would say. Around in the 10th week, again the supplementation from a B12 was added, because there was a deficiency seen the reports after the reports were done. Here, the functional food to improve the metabolism was added in form of green tea and ginger turmeric shots in order to create a thermogenic effects for improvement of metabolism. So these are some of the meal pictures that you can see on the screen, like very simple meal pictures, because the client was vegetarian, so we can see certain paneer in places. We can see curd based sprouts. That was a kind of option that was considered, as a client was an vegetarian. So these are simple meals, but still, this simple meals, which were his regular meals, helped him to get out of his issues. Also, some of the meals suggested from my end were low carb meals, that is in form of curd makhana, that is the picture shared here, and sprouts, salad or saute veggies with paneer. So these are certain kinds of meals that were suggested. So this is his first BCA and the first meal plan, initial stage, along with the repetitions, the sets. So if you see in the first plan, definitely it was planned as per the recall, the basic that the client had given the recall of basic Maharashtrian food of poha, upma, dosa, or a South Indian option, where pre-workout was added in order to help him with metabolism in form of black coffee. Then certain kinds of fruits were added in the initial level, because the client was kind of into a carb dominant meal. So the client was going into an hypo state. So initial level, the fruits were added to maintain around with the sugars, blood sugar levels. The first meals, definitely water retention is there. So potassium rich foods in form of of coconut water also was added along with subja seed to improve the digestion levels.
But that's very good.
This is the recent plan of the client wherein moved to a great extent and we see a weight of 77.5. Certain meal changes or preps are done in form of now recently the client has been following a routine and the client is adjusted to the diet plans or to the of a brunch kind of pattern along with a short meal of a lunch and of course a restricted calorie intake in the dinner, and that is actually helping him lose his weight along with improvement in his sugar spikes or blood sugar levels. Here are the blood reports that the improvement in the blood reports of the before and after, where we saw a lot of improvement in terms of HbA1c. Prior it was 5.50. Later on, after a lot of improvement, we saw the HbA1c coming to 5. Considering on the right hand side, the reports that indicated the client had acute pancreatitis. The client had acute pancreatitis were the amylase, that is the enzyme that generally the pancreas release in order to digest the carbohydrates. So it was 83.2, which came from 83.2 to 73.4, which showed an improvement in the acute pancreatitis symptoms and also the reports. Here is the liver profile. So these change in the reports happen in a duration of 3 months, 3 to 4 months. So, in a 3 to 4 month range, the client made sure that the consistency was up to the mark in terms of workout and the diet. And that is the reason we saw a change in the reports and all the metabolic issues that the client were facing and all the improvement in terms of organ health. So liver reports, as you see, the range of the liver enzymes was in three digit, like SGOT and SGPT, both were in form of three digit, and later on they came into the not only in the normal range but in the two-digit range.
Right.
The thyroid, which was the thyroid stimulating hormone, was 5.38, which indicated of a subclinical hypothyroidism, which the client was not aware of. But after getting the reports done, of course, the intervention from the nutrition end was started, and now after 3 months, the client has a TSH of 1.99, which is a great improvement, and this indicates that the thyroid or the energy metabolism is now retrieved to a great extent and is normal. So here are the client's words for WildFit, for the nutritionist, and for the coach.
They, uh,
Thank you very much for patient listening.